Hey everybody, welcome back to the Food Network. Been a few days. So before we hop into a live react, I just wanted to talk about the community page post that Chantal has thrown up recently. We have seen this a dozen times before, and we will continue to see a dozen times of this rhetoric in the future. Basically, Chantal took to her community page to complain about reaction channels and talk about YouTube's updated policy on harassment or something along the lines of that. Basically, the policy on this for YouTube has always been along the lines of you can't talk about people you can't talk about people negatively, and you can't bully them or talk about prolonged or malicious insults for an extended period of time. So there's a lot of vague gray language in YouTube's policies regarding this and whatever. I've seen it be applied to some reaction channels over the course of my time in Gorlworld. Specifically, there was a time when someone zoomed up on a specific body part of Amber Lynn, and then they got their channel demonetized and everything. It doesn't really always seem like there is a rhyme or reason to when this gets applied to channels. It could happen to anyone, I suppose. But Chantal really seems to be taking in and kind of having a little party here about them updating their policy, and hopefully this would go against her nemesis, French Fried Girl. Here's what I have to say about that. So Chantal has been out there for like a year now, right? She's been out she came home in February for that month, but she's been out there more or less about a year. In that time, Chantal's views, Chantal's engagement, and Chantal's revenue, even these are quite literally things that she has told us, have taken a nosedive. And it's been very different to how it was on her channel throughout 2020, 2021, and a little bit before that, a little bit after that. So it's kind of been not so good for her, and it doesn't really seem like it is going anywhere in particular for Chantal in terms of a good direction. I really don't see a community other than Gorlworld taking Chantal in and making her excited and to the point where people would want to click on her videos. I have seen and observed Chantal's content over the past year while she is over there, and it is just completely and utterly so dry, and it has been a 180 from what we have seen throughout the pandemic. Now, Chantal likes to say, I don't like when people say that they want the old me. I don't like when people say that I should go back to Canada and I should go back to all my old habits just to make more money and get my views up. That's fine. That's fine. If you feel like moving across the world and wearing a hijab and changing your religion and completely redoing your channel is beneficial to your own mental health, good for you. But it's not really going to follow in what you have garnered and created here on YouTube. Chantal has created a platform based off of drama, tea, scandals, dating, fast food. So when you do a 180 like this and you go from a channel being mostly about the things that I just said to viewing a temple and with copyright free music, viewing a local Buddhist temple with my husband, and it has nothing to do. That would be like if I completely revamped my channel right now about tennis. My channel has been mainly reactionary content. It's been about drama. It's been about tea. It's been about discussion of social media and pop culture. If I were to just one day wipe my channel and start talking about golf or tennis, I mean, do you really think that the platform is going to continued to operate the way that it did. So that's kind of where Chantal is kind of at a fork in the crossroads right here. There's one way, and it involves the platform that she has created and fostered and made a lot of money on here off of. And then there is this new direction where she wants to go in life. I just don't really see how the two can kind of coexist. She really isn't able to live and have this life that she says that she wants while still keeping in the roots of what her channel originated from and to keep all that money. That's sort of what we've been awkwardly watching play out over the past year. And I think that people are really just seeing this. They're realizing these two things don't go together. You can't have both. You can't have this pious, devout life of you living a way that you say that you want to live, and at the same time turn around and scream at people and rage and do all these things that are contradictory to the lifestyle that you say that you want to live. So the only reason, quite literally in my opinion, the only reason why Chantal is still I don't want to say surviving here on YouTube, but is still keeping somewhat of her audience and still keeping somewhat of some traffic on her channel is because of reaction channels and the Gorlworld community as a whole. If Chantal did not have the Gorlworld community or the Reddits or the reaction channels, now more than ever, especially over the past year, I won't even go as far to say as the community and reaction channels in general. I will specifically say French Fry Girl. If French Fry Girl did not make videos about Chantal and did not keep the rhetoric of them fighting back and forth going, and the whole thing with the cat and everything that Chantal is constantly firing at her, this would have waned a lot more fast than it already has in the past year. I think that French Fry Girl is the sole reason that Chantal isn't completely deteriorating into nothingness at the moment. And I know that Chantal doesn't really see it that way. But I mean, I would just encourage Chantal to look at it this way. I mean, YouTube is about views, and YouTube is about traffic and social media interactions and keeping your audience engaged and memberships. I mean, if financial success is your goal on here, that really is the root of what you're doing. So when Chantal comes on here and she talks about wanting to deplatform and wanting to demonetize creators, alluding to the fact that it's French Fry Girl on here, we're really seeing a be careful what you wish for scenario play out in real time. So like I said, Chantal has done this 100 times in the past, and she will do this 100 times in the future, wanting to, deplatform certain reaction channels and everything. But it's not lost on me that at this point in Chantopolis, or even if she has a community worth coining a quirky term like that for anymore, it's... I mean, she doesn't have anything to do. I mean, she sits in that room all day. That we know nothing about their relationship. I mean, she's not going to talk about her relationship and be, as open as she was with the last guy. But I mean, this is all it is. It's sitting around eating. And I mean, when she does this, I understand that there are people on YouTube that enjoy watching people eat. But Chantal her content is just so, I mean, she doesn't even really talk in these videos. It's mainly just her eating. And I mean, really the only thing that gets a rise on it, anybody, or really is worth anything of worth watching, is when she gets a little bit frazzled and when she gets a little bit worked up and talks about something we're talking about, because that's all that people are used to with her. We know Chantal as someone who, eats a lot of fast food and screams. And people like that. People find it entertaining. people want to come see Chantal eat and scream. So, I mean, when it's anything that isn't eating and screaming, and it's just kind of like, oh, look, I bought Lush, or like, watch us walk around this mall with copyright-free music. I'm trying to find other examples, but in the past month, that's literally all this is. I mean, I know they have the couples channel and everything, but her whole... And I mean, I get she's foodie beauty. I get that's her thing, but it's just not, it's not doing it for people anymore. It's not doing it for people anymore. I mean, you need that added oomph. If you're going to be someone that is just a food entertainer here on YouTube, in my opinion, you better have a very interesting personality. You better have some interesting stories to tell. You better be able to captivate an audience, and not everyone has the tact and talent to do that, in my opinion, and I don't think that Chantal is one of those people. So really, the added oomph to Chantal's channel and the appeal to Chantal over the past few years has been the drama. People like fast food when it's mixed with drama, and going on Tinder and fighting with people and arguing and, you know, talking about the ex-girlfriend, and like all the stuff, all the tea, basically. So, I mean, this on its own, it's kind of like peanut butter without jelly. That other component that she is slowly, well, not even slowly, has really phased out off of her channel the past year. It's a decision. It's definitely a decision. And I mean, if she wants to live her life this way, again, great. That's fantastic. I just want to make it abundantly clear to you that that decision to do that isn't necessarily going to translate into if you're trying to be a successful content creator on here. Just my opinion, just how I've observed it. But I mean, I'm seeing her videos, I'm seeing the views, and, you know, thinking back to like what went on the past few years and everything before she moved to Kuwait. I just don't really know where this is going. And I don't know. The unknown can be exciting because, you know, what if things get shaken up again? What if something exciting happens? So the unknown of a YouTube channel can be exciting in that regard. But if she is going to continue giving us another year's worth of content of what she's been giving us the past year, it's going to be increasingly difficult for the community and reaction channels, and specifically FFG, to continue to carry Chantal and keep her in, I don't even want to say the limelight, because she's really not, but it's going to be increasingly more difficult. I find myself having a hard time reacting to Chantal, you know, as a reaction channel and everything, just because I don't know. When I guess if really the only person I have to compare it to is to Amber Lynn. At least I don't know. With Amber Lynn, there's more lore. There's more to Amber Lynn. There's more that people know about Amber Lynn's lifestyle. She has a little bit more personality than Chantal. Chantal, in a lot of ways, just doesn't really strike me as a thoughtful, entertaining kind of person. I think that she does better on here when she is the entertainment. Interpret that any way that you would like to. But when Chantal is on here and she's screaming and she's doing her thing and she's being performative and she's doing all the things that people enjoy watching her do, that's when she's most successful. So I think whatever she's been trying to do on here the past year, I mean, it's been a year. I think she flew out there the day after Halloween last year. So yeah, if it's just going to be more of this, of her sitting on the floor of some apartment, eating whatever it is, the only thing at this point that will continue to keep this alive is in the moments when it isn't this kind of stuff, because no one cares. No one No one cares about Chantal eating a homemade, do-it-yourself, non-McDonald's snack wrap. No one cares about Chantal eating Taco Bell. It's the moments in Chantopolis when she comes on here and she freaks out on the community page post, or when she screams at a reaction channel, or when she brings the component of drama that people so longingly miss and are nostalgic about her channel. That's what gets people riled up, and that's what people gets them interested in. So but there's only so many times I feel that you can do that. You can get people to bounce back. Eventually, I think that people will flatline with your content. So, I mean, to have people on the edge of their seats waiting for you to bring a component of drama into your channel, I mean, as a content creator, that would tell me that I need to introduce more drama into my channel. And I mean, I don't know. So I guess we're at a fork in the roads, really, of do you want to provide your audience with what they want, or do you just want to continue what you're doing, and then hopefully what you're doing is good enough to make you enough money to maintain the lifestyle that you want to maintain. It's an interesting concept, but overall, I suppose what I want to take away from this conversation is I don't know what is to come another year out from Chantal and everything. The past year has been very rough for her. I don't know because if you really think about it, I mean, other than the BBJ thing, what has really been a big, crazy event in Chantopolis that has really brought traffic to her channel? I really can't think of anything. I mean, other than the BBJ thing. And then, I mean, that was orchestrated and conducted by a reaction channel. So that really wasn't even her doing it. That was someone bringing traffic to the concept and channel of Chantal, not her doing it on her own. So I don't know. I would love to hear what you guys think. We are a year into this whole Kuwait arc and everything. I hear and I see you guys getting bored with this, but I would like to know what you guys think about where we've come in a year and where we might be in another year from now. Do you think that this kind of stuff is sustainable if she continues to just do this for another year? You can let me know. I would love to hear what you have to say. But we can do one of these videos. I mean, I know they're not all that... I just went on that long rant. Okay, let's watch one. But we haven't done a... I think that this is the last one I did of them. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't even remember, honestly. Isn't that bad? That's bad. I think it was this one, though, when they went to the mall. These Eat With Me videos are kind of difficult for me just because... again, she doesn't really do much in them. It's just her eating. She doesn't talk. She doesn't really have discussion. But I mean, here, we'll do it on 2x speed. Am I zoomed in? Wait. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Let's do playback speed at 1.25, and then if we need to bring it up faster, we will. Okay, no, I'm not listening to the cameo intro.
يلا حبيبتي صحتين وعافية.
على قلبك حبيبي.
يا عمري.
Yes, as you can see, look, I come on here, I don't want to complain every time about being sick, but I'm very sick, so I'm going to complain about it. Anyway, I have Mountain Dew. And I know you're like, people who are sick don't eat this stuff. Well, I don't feel like cooking. So, alright, so I have cheese.
I kind of thought the same thing. I mean, when I'm sick, my appetite's kind of ruined usually. But I mean, this is a lot. I mean, let me move myself. I mean, just looking at this, I mean, she has a big can of Mountain Dew, a cup of cheese, 3 different burritos, an order of cheese fries, a Crunchwrap Supreme, something in this box. I don't know what. I mean, this is. Yeah, for someone that's sick and is kind of, on the mend and everything, this doesn't strike me as something that would go down the pie hole.
Cheese fries. And Anyway, it's Taco Tuesday, and that's my excuse. My setup is not big enough for all of the Taco Bell. We have some nachos and cheese. Okay. Huge quesadilla. No sour cream though, and I don't have any yogurt. But that's okay. Cheese. Nachos and cheese. I find British people say cheese funny. It makes me laugh. Alright, here you go. Bismillah. Not in a making fun of you kind of way, but in a, like, cute way. I wanna kiss you, but my senses tell me to stop. I have Alice Cooper Poison in my head. My pain, your thrill. Quesadilla. Chicken, I think. Oh my gosh. The cheese is like gluing the quesadilla together. Mmm. Mmm. It's yummy.
Oh no, she has a bottle of hot sauce to dress every individual bite. When did she do? Remember the last time she did this? I think it was with ranch or something. When she did, I think it was the Burger King video. When she was dressed, or maybe it was with ketchup. I don't know, but she had some type of sauce that with every bite she took of that hamburger, she dabbed a whole bunch of sauce on it before she bit into it. I mean, just, I guess, just really trying to make use of every bite, huh?
The seasoning?
Did she just show us the inside of the quesadilla? I mean, as if half of it right here isn't ripped and we can see exactly what's inside of it. I mean, not to mention it's Taco Bell. I mean, it's not exactly like you're biting into some exquisite piece of food and showing us the innards. It's Taco Bell. I mean, honestly, I mean, Taco Bell isn't, the greatest quality of food and everything. I mean, I'm sure that there are a lot of people watching right now that enjoy Taco Bell and genuinely like eating Taco Bell. But I mean, I find the showing us, it doesn't seem necessary.
Hmm. All right, extreme hunger out of the way, now that I've had a few bites. I think we're gonna go back to bed after this. Anyway. I hope that you guys are okay. How you doing? Get this burrito. This hot sauce is better than the Taco Bell hot sauce. So, Taco Bell hot sauce is a joke. It's not even spicy. Mm. This is the cheesy beefy burrito.
The contents of whatever you show us is going to look like some iteration of what is on the screen right now.
Even the Red Rooster is not really that hot, in my opinion.
You know, you'd think this is kind of what I mean when I say that Chantal isn't really entertaining in any of these videos. I mean, if I was a let's eat kind of person, I would try to mentally think of things to talk about. I mean, she comes on here and she's reading the label on the bottle of hot sauce. I mean, do you really think that that's entertaining? And you know what? I do know, and I don't know if this is necessarily giving her credit, so to speak, but when she writes the scripts when they do the couples vlog and everything, I mean, that shows me that Chantal has the capacity and the willingness to put a little bit of effort into preparing content to make it entertaining for the audience. So why not for every video? I mean, this is quite literally just watching her eat, because she doesn't have anything interesting to talk about. So I guess unless you're watching this video with the intent of deriving pleasure just from watching someone eat, don't expect any other facet of entertainment or conversation or anything, really. I just don't really wrap my head, or I'm not able to wrap my head around why this would be anything that anyone would want to watch. But I don't know. Is this like a scenario where I shouldn't be yucking other people's yum? If you want to come on here and watch some random woman eat Taco Bell and not talk about anything, it's just not how we haven't always known Chantal to be like this. We have known a former self of Chantal that is entertaining. So when that gets taken away, you know, I mean, can you really be surprised when the audience wants that old you back?
Live. I could swear someone told me they were going to a concert. Now, I'm sorry there's not a lot going on right now, but...
Right now? You're sorry there's not a lot going on right now? Chantal, tell me something that went on the past year.
Life is on hold until we feel better, because this is like...
Life. Do you hear that? Life is on hold at the moment. What kind of life is you sitting in an apartment on the floor eating every day? That honestly, that does not really seem like a life to me. This is more reminiscent, or it draws a parallel to a prison. Life is on hold at the moment.
Really kicking our butts. Like, we have no energy. And I already have low energy levels. So you can only imagine. You know? So I will, like a normal cold, okay, you know, that's fine. You can, after a few days, get on with your life. But whatever this is, this quesadilla is legit. You have a chalupa, chicken, chalupa. So basically there's so much food because it's Taco Tuesday.
Oh, is that the reason? Oh, yeah. So if it wasn't Taco Tuesday, you would only be having one entree versus 4. You know, when I go to Taco Bell, which isn't very frequently, I usually will get a few different items, but they're all dollars, or what do they call it? The cravings value menu. It is. It's like little $1 or $2 things just to have a little bit of variety. I mean, but Chantal here has like 4 different entrees on top of chips and cheese with fries. I mean, she didn't really get like a single hard shell taco with just beef and cheese in it. I mean, she got a fully dressed chicken chalupa. She got the 5-layer burrito. She got a full quesadilla. I mean, this is a lot of food. So, but I mean, really, a lot of food just because it's Taco Tuesday. We needed a reason to do it.
And you get buy one, get one free meals.
That's something you hear a lot from her, a lot from Chantal, of when she has all of this food like this. She'll say, oh, well, she always provides a reason. You know, we all know the reason, you know, the lurking behind the scenes, not really kind of reason why she has all this, but she'll always try to explain it away. Oh, well, it was buy one, get one. I had a BOGO. Oh, if you guys use the app and you go in there and you look at your rewards, you can use points to redeem for this. So that's why I was able to get this. There's always some type of reason why there's so much, but usually it's because it's a BOGO.
And we both find the one meal not enough sometimes. Yeah, and the chicken is really good quality here. Mmm. They don't have like the Taco Bell in Thailand had the naked chicken taco, but I wasn't halal.
And, you know, I don't know the rules or the guidelines regarding what is halal and what is not halal food, but I mean, I would how I understand and how I interpret this is if you're eating in such a way that you want to be respectful and conscientious of your religion so that you are showing yourself to be a better person. I mean, if that's kind of the overall guidelines from what Islam is kind of articulating with halal versus non-halal food, I just don't understand how you can't have a certain type of chicken, but in her mind, it's okay to have a gigantic portion of fries, chips, cheese, and 4 entrees, dressing each individual bite with hot sauce. It doesn't really seem like it.
I'm not setting up my food properly. Whatever. I'm sharing with you guys. I just want to lay in bed after eating. Excuse me. I am never, unless I forget, I'm never consciously traveling without a mask ever again. I got somebody's weird illness. This is why I stay in the house.
Yeah, that's why you stay in the house all the time. I mean, not because we've seen a video of you recently walking across a parking lot and getting winded or trying to work on an elliptical for 30 seconds and almost looking like you're going to pass out. But no, that's why you stay in your apartment all day, because you don't want to get other people's cooties and germs. I mean, girl, I don't know what to tell you at this point. I mean, the pandemic's been going on a good 3.5 years now. If you haven't learned by now that it's probably a good practice to be wearing a mask when you're traveling like that, I don't know what to tell you.
Just feels like there's always something to be afraid about there. Hi. I love you, Red Rooster. I wanna kiss you, but your lips are venomous poison. I grew up on that music, so. Alice Cooper, Ronnie James Dio.
No. Did she eat that tomato? Yep. Oh, I mean, really, just look at the fabric, right? I mean, the sleeves have stuff on them. The whole torso has stuff on it. Other sleeve has stuff on it. You can't tell me that there isn't some type of dribble of hot sauce on this garment either. I mean, the way that she has been taking that bottle and just kind of shaking it all over the place like it's a squirt gun, there has to be some type of hot sauce on here too. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, really, girl, I don't know. Do you need a bib? Do you just need to eat more hunched over the table? I mean, just, this is gross. I mean, if I got tomato juice sunken into my shirt and all this other crumbs and hot sauce and all this, like, I would take that off. I mean, I wouldn't want to wear that for the rest of the day.
I wanna kiss you. So,
so what happened was it got to a point where it was difficult for her to continue using chips to get the remainder of the cheese out of this little cup. So she just ended up using her finger to get every little bit of cheese out of it. Because the thing, you know what I mean? Like the finger is able to get more cheese on it than the actual chip. So we might as well just use the finger and lick the finger instead of keep trying to use cheese to get the random streak marks out of the innards of this cup. Got to use our finger.
It's a lot of food. I'm not eating these chips with no sauce. No, no, no.
It's a lot of food. I mean, were you not the one that placed the order? Did he surprise you with this? I mean, you got what you ordered, right? It's a lot of food, as if it's... This is what you ordered, though.
Okay, well. They really give you a lot of food.
Again, they give you what you place an order and pay for. They really give you a lot of food. Yeah, I suppose if you order that amount of food. Or, I mean, Taco Bell's portions in comparison to fast food aren't really any greater or lesser from what I've seen. It's pretty normal. I mean, if you order a 5-layer burrito, you're going to get a 5-layer burrito. If you order a chicken quesadilla, you're going to get a chicken quesadilla. A side of fries is a side of fries. I mean, it's not like you're getting these gargantuan portions just because it's from Taco Bell. You got what you ordered and what you paid for. I mean, like it's as if it's their fault they give you so much food.
The hot sauce is so tangy. I love it. I'm sorry I seem miserable right now. I am. I feel like so over it with being sick. But I you know, I can't complain because I do eat crap. I don't drink enough tea. So
Did she just say she doesn't drink enough tea? I can't really blame myself because I do eat like crap. You know, I don't get enough tea, like as if it's water or vitamins or exercise, you know, like actual good things for your body. Oh, I know I don't drink enough tea. Did I hear that correctly?
So, I should start doing that more.
Drinking more tea. Drinking more tea is what's going to turn around this horrendous lifestyle. I don't know. I don't. The logic in this, I mean, there isn't much to begin with, but I mean, when we do try to conjure up some, it comes out of left field. I don't really know what she meant by that. I don't drink enough tea. Really, like that's something that people say when they say, "Oh, you know, I don't get enough vitamin D. I don't get out in the sun enough. I don't drink enough water. I don't get enough calcium. Just random things that people say. I don't get enough exercise. I should really be walking more. I don't get enough tea."
The quesadilla is the best one, and the burrito. The chalupa. Hi. Hi. My cat is cute. Looks like a Mexican pizza. I've never tried the Taco Bell pizzas. We didn't ever have them in Canada. Did we? It's like a real chicken. Like,
I just don't think she doesn't have anything else to say. I mean, she already said earlier that she said that the quality of the Taco Bell chicken is very good, and now she's referring to it as that's like a real chicken. She just doesn't have anything else to say. I don't know, Chantal. Like, is this a real French fry? Is that a real cheese fry right there? I don't know. Are these some real tortilla chips? I mean, just nothing to talk about. But I mean, when you sit around and you're, you know, supposed to be entertaining your audience, but you're reading the label of a hot sauce bottle on your own, I mean, that's kind of a dead giveaway that told me that you didn't really prepare for this to be entertaining.
I'm tapping out. I was super hungry and craving this, and then there's just too much food. I'm gonna go back to bed now. I don't know how I'm gonna feel day to day, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just see you guys when I'm feeling better. Does Mountain Dew have vitamin C? I'm sorry, guys. I tried to interject.
She's got to be joking, right?
Daniel a little bit, but anyway, my brain is not working right. I have watery, puffy eyes. Excuse me. I'm congested. But I can't breathe. It's just the cough that's annoying. So, and no energy. Like, you know when you're dreaming and you're like running and it feels like you're running through sludge? That's how my life feels right now.
She has cheese on her hand. I don't know if I'll be able to get the timestamp, but she just had her finger pointed up and she has cheese on it. It's on like her index finger, I think. Yeah, right there, right there. Look. She just has a glob of cheese on her finger. I mean, how do you sit there and be okay with that? I mean, I would be scrambling for a napkin. I would have wiped it on this paper right now. I mean, just so blasé to just be sitting there finishing up the video like this with cheese all over your hand.
No energy. Like, you know when you're dreaming and you're like running and it feels like you're running through sludge? That's how my life feels right now. But I think, yeah, I'm gonna do more to try to get better. Maybe go back to making homemade food, which is hard when you're sick, and drink more tea and stuff. So I guess that's it for now. I hope you're all doing well, and if you're, it's like 6 seasons, so if you're sick as well, I hope you get better. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Got to be drinking more tea to get better, I guess. I don't know. That old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I don't know. A glass of tea keeps your best health near. Oh my god, that didn't rhyme, but who cares? Oh my, y'all. This was an interesting one. Not really. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. And hopefully when we return to the Food Network, it will be a little bit more... It probably won't be, but, you know, we can hope. We can always hope.